Maybe a little one. Alright. And welcome to Smoothback Fusion Jazz Smash FM. This is Subsiding Blue Johnson, and boy, have I got something special to see us through the witching hours. Got a fresh pull from the Deptford-based avant-garde noise collective, Topic Pot. Now, set yourselves in with a fresh spoon of sweet Mercy Brown, and enjoy that latest 2-hour opus, The Community Sessions, number 13.
Back.
Oh.
Once again with your behaviour. And welcome to the Pot Topic Podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and with me is the other host, Taryn.
Hello.
And it's a Shit Muncher Free Community Special.
It is.
Issue 70. So it is 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I did some planning ahead of time for once.
Yeah.
I put some think into some things.
Because we haven't got those dickheads around us distracting us. On our own.
Focus.
It's pure, it's simple.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be crap.
It's going to be lovely. We can take the opportunity to appreciate our, give the appreciation to our community that they so richly deserve. And yeah, we can, keep it chill, keep it real, take it slow because we've got time to fill. And that rhymed.
That was without prep. Nicely done. So this was recorded on the 8th of October for release on the... No, yeah, that's right, October. And the release on the 14th of October. So
cool. What do we do, Tom?
We drink whiskey.
We certainly do.
Pulling topics out of pots. And the topics are submitted by hosts and our community, but only tonight from the community.
Oh,
Done.
Yeah. And the whiskey for tonight, as it always seems to go the way, there's always a really decent whiskey on offer when it's just the two of us, Tom. So I've got us...
so we're going to get really fucked up, aren't we?
I've got us a bottle of... it's only the 10-year, but the Lafroig. And what made me giggle earlier on, I was looking at the little pot it comes in, and right at the top, it says, dividing opinions since 1850.
God, yeah, no, this is... The first time I drank Lafroig was when I was first getting into whiskies, and it tasted like a tyre fire. It's so peaty. It's like...
good.
Was it Wormwood Jaw, or... What is it? That weird Bostonian liquor that tastes like tyres.
I don't know. I don't think I've...
something bought or more
had
or
the
something.
occasion to enjoy it.
It tastes a lot like this, but a lot more ethanol-y, so...
Cool. Well, here we go for the pop. Ooh.
Damn, son.
That made me work for it as well. Lovely. Oh, I'm excited, Tom.
Right. I'm a little bit worried. Is my palate going to like it today? Oh, fucking hell.
Your palate's going to be all the fuck over it, mate. Don't you worry about that. Cool. So, what have you been up to?
That's pretty good. Right, cool. Not a great deal, because I've been back to work this week, so I've had some week off after my lovely lady friend got home from home. So, with my evenings, I have been doing a lot of PUBGing, playing a lot of Player Unknown's Battlegrounds with Danny.
Yes, quick shout out to Danny.
Community member and probably soon to be host.
So also, if there's any other PUBG players out there, get in contact with Tom, because you've just set up a...
Yeah, if you go on Steam and search for Pot Topic Podcast, we've now got a group which you can send an invite, or send a request for an invite. Just fucking do it. We play a lot of games. Well, we will do, I'm sure. And
also, I believe we set up a Discord as well.
Yeah, just to make it easier to communicate.
Which has finally given me the impetus I need to download Discord and have a reason for using it. Yeah. Just give me a shout next time you're on, and I'll join in.
Oh, it's so simple. It's so cool. You remember all the issues back in the day with Skype or with TeamSpeak or were sensible and you played on a console? We had to fucking work to talk to each other and it was a pain in the arse and it was never working. Vent was all right, but This is just literally plug in a mic and it's good to go. So simple. But yeah, so come join up to the Steam group. I'll plug it again at the end. But yeah, mainly going to be playing PUBG, I seem to think, or some VR games as well. If you've got a VR helmet coming in, done.
Nice.
Other than that,
I can't remember.
Nothing.
Did we talk about hospitality? I can't remember when the last show was. We did.
Yeah.
It was all a general smash afterwards. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I mean, other than that, like the only thing that's really been going down in my world is we've finally got a new show in at the theatre, and I now no longer have to just deal with 3 hours of bullshit on a nightly basis, sometimes twice a day. It's this show is an hour and a half straight through, no interval. So nice. I'm going to be done by about 9 o'clock.
Nice. It'll give you an excuse to get some PUBG in.
Yeah, we'll see if my laptop can handle it. But so finally got a new show and got rid of the old one. I'm quite excited about it. I'm going to be watching it. The press night sort of in a week and change from now. But it's Venus in Fur, starring David Oakes and Natalie Dormer.
Oh fuck! Okay, cool.
And it's I don't know. The tagline in it is something along the lines of "Don't mess with the goddess" sort of thing. But the premise is there's a dude, bit of a shitty dude, nice, lovable, but bit of a shitty dude, trying to cast a show, and he's just seen a shit ton of terrible actresses. He thinks he's done for the day, and then this other actress turns up, but there are ulterior motives, and from what I've heard, sounds of whipping and flogging. So,
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it could be quite interesting. Also, I don't know, the idea of Natalie Dormer going like BDSM. I know a couple of people who would be very much into that.
Yeah, maybe one of those.
But I mean, part of the reason I was really excited for the new show to come in is because I had absolutely no fucking attachment to the last show whatsoever.
What was the last show again?
The last show was Queen Anne, which was a 3-hour show about a British queen that nobody really knows anything about, starring people that nobody had ever really heard of. So you can imagine how. I mean, it reviewed all right, but didn't get the numbers.
God, I know the pain.
Come the setting up of it, I didn't do any of the day work. I was doing like night shifts. So I was just doing like odd jobs, bits and pieces. And then when I was in during the day, it was just like, go bang up a bit of a Masker here or whatever. And then, I was the swing tech for the show. So for the first part, I wasn't involved in any of the rehearsals. And it wasn't until the show was settled that I started learning everyone's plots. Yeah. Completely free of context, not knowing what. So, like, the show I had absolutely no attachment to whatsoever. And it was really fucking long and really tech intensive. So it was difficult to get time off and, you just ate a lot of time. So I've been looking forward to this one. I was going to throw myself right into it. But I only managed the first day of the proper fit up on the Sunday. Like, quite early on, I was moving something that wasn't particularly heavy, but it was large and awkward and going around a corner. When I put it down, it felt like I'd done something to a rib. I don't know. It was like the pain was, if you've ever like broken ribs or cracked ribs before, the pain was similar to, like 3 weeks after you cracked your ribs. So it's uncomfortable, but it's manageable. Yeah. But throughout the day, it kept sort of moving from the front to the back. It's like, oh, that's pretty weird. And when I woke up the next morning, it settled firmly in my back. I'd done myself another little spine goof.
Yay.
And it completely locked me from standing upright. So I ended up having 3 days off. Which was annoying because I really did want to throw myself into the fit up on this one. But instead, I got loads of alone time and I'd watched tons of shit. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fucking wicked. I've got to say, the highlights of the shit I watched, American Vandal on Netflix.
Oh yeah, no, I watched all that. 2 sittings it took me. 2 fucking sittings.
I did it in one.
It's so good.
It is amazing. It's so well done because the whole thing it's a massive riff and satire, but also like a proper dig at the true crime genre that's kind of sprung. There's like
making a murderer,
really
serial,
spearheaded.
that kind of thing.
That shit. But And like, you really get into it. Like, they start talking about, oh, who could it have been? Was it this? Was it like this? And there's so many plot threads.
Oh, there's so many layers.
And like, even just in the shots.
Yeah.
Like, they never mention anything themselves, but they drop a lot of visual red herrings, and you start thinking, oh, hang on, they've shown these things a couple of times. Could this actually be, like, you know,
is this relevant? Is this very poignant thing?
And then after a while, like, you
get so into
it. And then, like, for instance, I think the one moment that really had me shitting myself with laughter was probably well into it. And one of the dudes who was like fronting the documentary, he went and sat down with a teacher and tried to make a case for, you know, why it couldn't have been the person they thought it was. And he just starts off and goes, well, have you looked at the ball hairs? So like, the crux of the arguments was, like, the dude who was accused always draws hair on his balls.
We should explain this for people who haven't actually seen or got the premise. So basically, a kid in high school has been expelled with very little evidence for spray painting dicks on 23 cars.
21 cars,
21 cars. All the teachers' cars in the parking lot. And it's kind of, like you say, a true crime spoof of this man, is he innocent? What actually happened? Trying to seek the truth no matter what. Yeah. And as you say, you get well wound up and really into it and into the nitty gritty of trying to follow multiple plot lines, trying to think, well, what if this scenario happened? What if this scenario happened? What if this person's lying in this place, person's actually telling the truth? And then you go like, and then all of a sudden they'll remind you that you're talking about someone spray painting cocks on cars. And at that point you realise this is dumb. This is so cool.
Like the whole tension will get broken expertly with a line like, I didn't do the dicks. And if I had, I'd say it was really funny, but I didn't do the dicks.
Look, I appreciate it, but it's not cool being a bitch and letting me take the fall for it. Yeah, no, it's special Netflix series. That was pretty cool. I hope they don't follow it up. I hope they just leave it there.
I think it would serve them to do a similar thing, but like different school, different situation.
What you're going to end up with is like Saved by the Bell, the graduate years.
Yeah. So I mean, eventually got back to work. Everything was pretty much done, and it was kind of light duties from there. But that didn't stop me. So the show is basically, it's all weird slanting perspective. There's a huge roof piece that comes kind of out from the stage.
Right.
Looks really impressive. But there's a rain effect that's supposed to happen, but you couldn't see it because the people who'd done the painting had dirtied up the windows too much. So that was me like having to basically mountain goat my way up the back of this ceiling, and there's no point putting on a harness because nothing you clip onto will take your weight if you fall.
Yeah,
it will just buckle. So all you've got is like the frame, most of which is only, I don't know, like sort of 2.5 centimeters thick.
Yeah,
and that's all you can walk on because the rest of it is made really cheaply and won't take your weight at all. And so if you wrong place, you go through it. But it was, great fun. Just so kind of walking up this, I don't know, maybe 30 degree incline, with limited options of where to stand and how to do. And I was at the top of this thing, just scrubbing away. And I just sort of turned around to the guys who were working further down. It's like, do you know what? This is exactly why I love working in theatre.
Yeah.
I love doing bullshit jobs in really stupid places. It's awesome. It was a real moment of just reminding me, like, why I do what I do.
Yeah.
It was real joy. But yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Also, my first day back after sort of recovering from like the little goof, one of the first things that was said to me was, they'd been talking while I was away, and three of them, knowing I'd be well up for it, had decided, should we just do some fucking classic dungeon delving Dungeons and Dragons, like proper dungeon crawling style.
Open a book and just play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, fucking yeah, all right. So, what was it? Saturday.
Yeah.
I got into work on Saturday about 1ish. And the entire day, like they've cut the rain curtain on that's supposed to hit the windows. For the time being, because they haven't got it right yet. They're not happy with it.
Okay.
So they cut that, which is our only cue. We have fuck all else to do in this show. So I spent the entire day helping my boss and his dep, like, well, my two bosses, draw up their D&D characters.
Sweet.
And yeah, so
See, that's why I would love your job.
yeah, it's amazing.
Bullshit you're doing when you're not working.
But yeah, so like they ended up. One of them went with like a wood elf fighter, using 2 weapons, like being all flashy and whatnot. The other one went half elf ranger, and it's like, well, fuck it. If you've gone elves, I'll go elf. So once they'd done theirs, it's like, I'm gonna draw up the elfiest fucking elf I can, and yeah, no, they're just ridiculous. I'm very much looking forward to playing.
It's a girl, it's a lass.
Yes,
her name is Lego.
Yeah, and the stats. I mean, for those who know, like, the stats are ridiculous on it. Like the rolls I got for my basic stats was 14-14, 15-15, 5 and 6.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, I've got a
character. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not OP at all. It's really not OP at all. Basically, she's good-ish at moving, and then above mediocre at the other things she needs to be good at. And I figured, like, she's got these other shit stats. So, well, fuck it. Let's just have her believe that she thinks she's really good at this shit as well. So that's going to be great fun to play. I'm really looking forward to that.
Cool.
And then after that, which was, as I said, my entire day of work yesterday. After that, I didn't come home. I went straight to a party, a bunch of our mates. In fact, the Orangafruüp lot. People that we know through there with an umlaut, to use an umlaut. That we know through them. They live in a place just kind of down the road from us, which is this odd little kind of artisty community collective bit that's kind of part council subsidised. It's really interesting.
We got it. They're socialists. Yeah.
Yeah. But I turned up there just expecting like a bit of a party.
Yeah.
I was thinking, hey, turn up. I'm not drinking at the moment, so it'll be nice, keep things chill. I'll see people, say hello, but I figured sort of come home early-ish once I've seen everyone. And
I love the way you always make these plans before getting wrecked.
So here is the reason we stayed out. We didn't leave until like 6:45.
Go on, Sam. What are you telling the judge? Come on.
I wasn't aware that half of this party was just Smash, and the other half in the kitchen they set up a performance area. So the first guys on were 2 of the guys from Orangafruüp, who's Orangafruüp's kind of disbanded on hiatus at the moment because 2 of the members have had babies, but 2 of the others, Craig and Dave, have living together just across the road from us. They've created an outfit called Scotch Lobster. And they are wicked. They are wicked.
Go give them a look, guys.
So I don't know that they've got anything up at the moment. Even the name Scotch Lobster. This was only like their second performance, so they're kind of still kind of holding back before committing to anything. But the second, like, it's like, okay, there's going to be people playing live here, and then I found out that my mate Tim was going to be turning up late to play one of the later sets. It's like, well, fuck. I guess I'm here for the night then. Which lovely. It was nice seeing people, nice sort of catching up. Nice
Special
to have
Uber Smash night.
Bit of an had a little bit of a stomp. Came home and I don't know. Like eventually, got to bed. I've only had 2 hours sleep and I feel annoyingly fine. Yeah.
Wow.
Annoyingly fine. And everything else today has just been Heather and I just mooching around in bed, watching shit. And sometimes all you do need is Men in Black. That film is still incredible.
Oh dear.
Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays the dude who's taken over by the bug.
Yeah.
His movements are awesome.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Wicked.
It's a good character and he plays it well, yeah.
The whole thing's great. It's one of the best comic book films that I've seen. It's just all round solid. But that has been...
Was that a comic book originally?
Yeah, it was a Marvel comic.
No, fair enough. I did not know that. Fair enough.
God damn, I love Lefroy.
Peaty bitch, isn't it?
Oh, I feel so much more awake already. Also, just a heads up, because... my body doesn't like to do things by halves, as well as the back injury. It came at the same time as I had a hacking cough.
Oh,
Which, A, made the back thing worse, and B, I still haven't got rid of. So, apologies in advance if you catch more sniffling, coughing, or kind of rattly air coming from my direction. This show,
more than usual, anyway.
More than usual.
Sid James over in the corner there. All right, cool. Should we get on with it? Because despite the fact there's two of us and I had nothing, that was 20 minutes.
Hey!
Cool. So,
Tom, go ahead, mate. Yeah.
Cool. So, these will all be from our community, because it is a community special.
Community special.
Thank you very much for sending in all your topics always, especially as well to my first topic from John, Emo Kid. Tell us something about yourself that you haven't already revealed on the podcast. Debit card details will do just fine. Cool.
Okay, so first things first, as I just reminded me, I think I probably need to throw an apology John's way.
Okay, what's
that? So it came up, I don't know, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago now. It came up in Facebook notifications like, oh, John Kieran has his birthday today. And when I got this, I happened to be hungover on a bus and just not enjoying life. And the birthday message was something along the lines of, I'm hungover, I'm on the top story of a stationary bus. I'm watching a child laboriously drag his scooter sideways. Happy birthday. Which reminded me why I don't send happy birthday messages anymore.
I'll just put out a blanket apology to everyone on Facebook. I don't do birthday messages on Facebook. I don't do it because I find it really annoying.
Yeah.
I love my friends. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. There you go.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I can't bring myself to just say, happy birthday!
No, I've got to be clever with it. And
it's not in me to do it, Tom. No. It's just not. No, I've got to go.
I get it.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I've got to find a gif, I've got to find a picture or a joke or some sort of whimsical take on the phrasing of happy birthday. Or it's got to be unique for them. It's a present. And yeah.
But that happens every day on Facebook.
Yeah, every fucking day.
Anyway, so that's something about ourselves, John. Hope you enjoyed that. Next topic. Something I haven't revealed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been pretty, open. Yeah, I've been, open, I suppose, is a word. Or just kind of, what would be the active version? Like, open is quite, it's
not candid, like.
Candid, I think, is probably better. It's like the active version of being open. Yeah, no, you guys have heard all kinds of shit from
shit we wish you hadn't heard a lot of the time. I do have one, and much to my shame, I have kept this from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I get through clothes very quickly. I put on washing a lot. You may have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get through clothes a lot.
Is that it? Is that what you got?
I'll literally get home from work where I've worn a shirt and jeans and socks and stuff, but I've been wearing my boots and my feet have been sweaty, so I'll change my socks. So that's 2 pairs of socks every day. Then I'll
2 pairs of why 2 pairs of socks?
Because I will have sweated through the socks that I've been wearing because I've been on my feet all day. So rather than walk around with, I don't have smelly feet, but like somewhat more pungent than I like.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll put on a fresh pair of socks.
Yeah, okay, I can.
I'll feel more comfortable. And I'll also put on a t-shirt.
You need to get yourself some house socks, dude.
I know.
That's going to solve some of it right off the bat.
I can't wear, I will wear trousers twice, maybe 3 times before washing them.
Yeah.
Like jeans, I mean. Suit trousers, one wash, straight in the wash.
Mm-hmm.
Shirts, one wash, straight in the wash. T-shirts I can wear for an hour after I get home from work and then put it in the wash because I won't want to wear it again. Because I wouldn't have had a shower and then put it. I get through clothes really quickly.
Okay, the t-shirt bit, you've lost me there.
Yeah, no, I won't. I mean, sometimes I will take off a t-shirt that I've worn for 2 hours, put it in the bin and go, I'm cold. And then I'll go, well, can't be asked to get up and get that. I'll go get another t-shirt and wear that in bed. So I've then gone through 3 shirts in a day.
Fucking hell, dude.
I go through clothes, see?
That's outrageous. What I tend to do is I just have a set of comfies that I
just feel dirty if I wear something that I've worn before.
What the fuck do you do inside your clothes, dude?
Well, you let to know. I'm not revealing that thing. So there we go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Something about me that I haven't yet revealed.
I don't own a lawnmower. I don't. I borrow my dad's one every time I need to do lawn. Because I'm not an adult yet.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything that's not going to be like a massive bummer to bring up.
Soft drinks suck. Fizzy drinks.
Soft drinks are for hangovers.
Yeah. Pepsi Max or Mountain Dew.
For the most part.
But it's the low fizz I like of Mountain Dew. That's why I like Mountain Dew so much.
I'll go rather than Mountain Dew. I'll go Iron Brew every time. I can love me an Iron Brew.
Although, when Heather brought home a bottle of Tizer the other day, I did have to have a little bit because I was like, I used to love this stuff when I was a kid.
Why? It's
lemonade.
It's red sugar water.
It's red lemonade.
It's not red lemonade. It's red sugar water.
But it's like Sprite. It's like that cheap lemonade. Like it doesn't really taste of lemons.
Yeah. Well, okay. Shit. I'm even trying to think of whimsical things. Like I've already said that. I think I've already made the point that I think avocados are only okay.
Yeah, you're wrong there. Avocados are great.
No, I mean they're fine. Shit. Well, I don't know what I want to give the audience something. Yeah. They deserve it. They deserve this from me. They have asked, and I wish to provide.
Maybe I can think of something for you. We can't really talk about that kid you killed.
Which one?
Oh, all right. You're obviously withholding something.
I think one of them's far enough back now that you can't really, like, all the evidence is
How old
done.
are you?
Well, I'm 30.
Yeah, so no.
Oh, hang on. Do we have such limitations in this country?
No, not really.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, we don't have anything like that in this country. If you murder someone when you're 20 and you don't get caught until you're 60, you still murdered someone in this country.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, I don't think statute of limitations in America actually includes murder, but I think there's certain crimes it applies to, but
yeah.
You know what I mean.
I don't know. I can't remember. Did I tell the story of how my first... I was so young at the time that it was kind of better off calling it a pseudo-sexual experience. But my first sexual experience, I completely ran away from.
It was with a sousaphone.
Did I tell the story about me and the sort of brothers that down the street from us? We used to hang out with this girl, and she was a bit older, and then at some point we ended up down behind like a garage, a couple of streets behind, and it was kind of she pulled down her trousers, and it was time. Like everyone,
Nosh time.
Well, no, everyone had a go time.
Fucking hell.
And I was just kind of, I mean, I can't even remember what age I was. It was fucking young. I was prepubescent. And I just kind of looked at the situation and just went, no, I think I'm all right. This feels weird.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
I've got a
just
feeling
hiding behind a garage. Go on, lads, jump in.
I don't know. There was something. I don't know. There was something about her bearing in particular that I found, but off-putting.
Where's her bearings? What?
No, just the way she was holding herself at the time. Right, okay. It was just like, yeah, there was just something about. I don't know. So I mean, there was that. So yeah, I guess I ran away from my first sexual experience. I'm sorry. I don't know. I tend to say everything unless it's going to be an absolute massive bummer.
Yeah, this is the thing with you and me. We do tend to be quite open on this podcast. I know certain members who keep stuff.
Yeah. Which is
completely fair enough.
Fair enough, but we made the decision going in. It's like, well, if we're going to do this, like the only way it's going to be,
hold back.
If we're going to stand any chance of being interesting and entertaining, we've just got to fucking go for it.
Well, we've been going for about half an hour now, and we still haven't managed that yet, this issue. So shall we carry on to the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Your turn, mate. So, thank you, John, for that one.
I suppose there is the fact, like, no names mentioned, but I did fuck a guy recently.
Cool.
With Heather's blessing.
Yeah.
There is that. So, anyone who thought I was just paid lip service to being bi, fuck you, haters! Fuck you! I love the dick.
Excuse me?
Love the D.
Pronunciation.
Oh, sorry. I love the D.
Thank you very much. Right.
Okay, now I've got a feeling we've had this one before.
Okay, what is
in
it?
some form, but this is from Rikard. Thank you very much, Rikard.
Oh, gee.
I noticed he popped in a lot of topics this time around, but he asked best insult you've received.
I think we definitely have best insult. Did we have best?
Because I've definitely told the three that have been given to me in reverse order, in reverse chronological order. It would be Kel calling me a bunch of words and hair and shit.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Followed by former, like a guy I used to work with quite a lot, Gav, describing me as Taz is lovely. He looks like he smells, but doesn't.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And
it's also kind of sweet, not just an insult.
Yeah. And then even further back, the single best, and also single best insult I've ever received was from my mother. Who
I love this one. I've used this.
I can't remember. People. I can't remember what I said that was ripping on her, but she just fucking decided to go gloves off. All right, son. The best part of you went running down the inside of my thigh.
Mum burn.
And I believe that was on a Christmas day as well. Pow, 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 pow.
Son, you better get some aloe vera.
Family love.
I'm again. I received one recently. I'll go with the most recent good insult that I had, and that was at the Deola's after party after his birthday, after hospitality back at the boys' place, where I'd been there for far too long, and so had everyone else. It was the next day. It was about lunchtime, and me, our friends Seal and Bungle were out in the back garden. At which point, I've been a complete dick. I'm fucked. So I'm being a cunt to everyone. I'm just ripping the shit out of everyone because I find it funny when I'm fucked up to be an absolute arsehole. And Seal just calls me on it, goes, Tom, you're a fucking arse. And at which point I grabbed her by the hand and went, hello, I'm Tom, nice to meet you. Bungle pissed himself laughing because he's never heard that expression before.
What, you're an arse?
No, as in someone calls you something and you're like, well, yeah, hello. But yeah, that was nice to be put in my place, and it's just like, no, I am. At which point she went, oh, I didn't mean it like that. You're a lovable ass. You're a lovable ass. It's like, no, I'm a dickhead. It's fine. Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, apart from, I can't think of anything. I'm perfect, so.
So I know. In the past, I've definitely gone about the process of developing and having unlock some fucking scathing insults, right? But these are like insults ready to throw at particular people. The problem is, though, is these insults tend to come about in what I like to call the hypothetical argument simulator, or what other people like to call the shower. Wherein I'll be in the shower and I'll just sort of mulling over things, just running scenarios through my head, like on this situation, on that situation, how it can go down. And so if it goes down this particular way, I'll find myself going, oh, that would be a mic drop moment. But it's the scenario never happens, and then time passes, and then it's all lost to imagination. But they're definitely just moments of. Should have written that one down, son.
Yeah, I've had many moments like that completely fucked up. I can't think of anything that's been mainly. Yeah, I can't think of any other insults that have been given to me other than that recently.
There was one I very much enjoyed recently. I can't remember if we spoke about it, but it was this simple line of somebody asking for a filter. At which point, somebody else says, I have no filter, you're a cunt. In response. Which was just, also considering the person who was coming from, not usually that fucking hard on it with the insults. It was just one of those perfect moments of comedy. It's like, yes! Oh, I feel alive! Thank you! But yeah, I was like, so I have not been insulted better than that since, those three insults I gave, two of which aren't really insults so much as they are just general sort of descriptions.
Sorry, I don't know why that's just reminded me of this. So, general description that actually led to something. someone, I think it was Beth, was saying, like, come up to me and stroked my beard at one point and was just like, oh, I love your beard. And then the person stood next to me, I can't remember who it was, just went, yeah, that Tom, he knows his angles. Like, what? It's like, next day shaved off the beard. It's like, am I just like carving angles into my face?
Is that there's one of those weird, awkward things that get said. I mean, I can be a martyr. I have to like censor myself so much these days because I tend to find my brain trying to come out with just, you know, it would be just. I would say it as stupid conversation, just a glib thing. But then, like, before I say it, brain cuts in and goes, Like, replay that before you say it, because that's going to be retarded. Sorry. Not retarded.
It didn't work, did it?
That's going to be stupid. That's going to be dumb. That's going to be awkward.
Shame that filter wasn't on then.
And it's going to, you know, people, you know, the person you say that to, for instance, the one that happened recently, again, I think I've mentioned this recently, was I saw someone filling up a bottle of water, said hello, and they said hello back. I noticed they filled up their bottle of water, and my brain wanted to say, you're going to enjoy turning that into piss.
No.
And it was just like,
this was at a festival, wasn't it?
No, that was at work.
Oh. At a festival, you might get away with that because you never see them again, but... Oh, funny.
Right. Cool. All right. Tom.
Right.
Do it.
Banging loud noises. What we got?
Noise means action.
Oh, another one from Rikard. And... Way! World's slowest form of communication. No.
Oh.
I misread it. World's slowest form of ordering beer coasters. Yes, Captain Sickbeard, I would like to have 2 limited edition Pot Topic Podcast beer coasters, copyright symbol. So not that slow, seeing as we only mentioned it, last issue? Yeah, it was last issue.
Yeah.
So pretty damn speedy.
That would have been one of the ones I put in today. Okay, we need a mix up. What we also need, guys, is more topics. We're finally starting to we're running a bit shy.
Are we?
It's not
tragic. But...
It's not tragic, but it's also not as fruitful as it's been.
Well, that's because one of our biggest contributors, Captain Sickbeard, is now a host.
Indeed. Which is interesting because if you compare the growing desolation of the community pot to the host pot, which was almost empty for ages.
Yeah. And
now, since we got Dom on, has just gone... But please send in some topics. Go to submit a topic. Anything. Whatever. Don't care. It could be interesting. It could be whimsical. If you want, like, just tell us beforehand at the start. Say, you know, serious or bummer. But if you're actually interested in like asking the question, do ask it, or just send us topics to troll us.
Oh yeah, no, I've started doing that.
Oh, wicked!
I've started doing things like one word that is not relevant to anything. It could just be I don't know.
Agony.
No, that's too much to talk about there. Wind chimes, or light bulb.
Oh shit!
Just literally, just anything.
Oh fuck! Actually, that's probably a good idea because even when you say with wind chimes, like instantly, I just wanted to go, "Oh, I can weigh in on this, bitch!"
Save it for the next topic. So
cool.
There we go, Captain Sickbeard. So you got an order for 2.
I guess. We'll get him in the group chat, in the group WhatsApp, and tell him see if he's up for doing it. And I guess Tom, you can act as go between. Passing of details and whatnot.
Well, they're now both together on the Steam group.
Ooh!
So they can talk to each other on that.
Excellent. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's really cool. And also, like, if this does pan out, Rikard, like, do take a photo of you with the coasters. Also, importantly, this is the important thing. I would love to see a picture of the coasters in use in a general sort of party situation when there's fucking shit tons of empties on the table. And whatnot.
And the coasters aren't being used at all.
Yeah, perfect. It would warm the cockles, son, just to see them in that situation. That'd be lovely. Okay, cool. I guess I'll grab one. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's time for the Cai Megatopic.
Oh, nice. Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Pen.
Yeah, I've got one right here. So Cai asks, I always know I'm a bit drunk when I start pulling faces at myself every time I go to the bathroom. Is this just me?
No, not at all. I do the same. And I usually giggle at myself more than anything. I'll look at my face and go, that's a drunk bastard, and I'll giggle. Or the other one is another toilet thing. I know I'm drunk when I salute the toilet after peeing. because I've already said it on the podcast before, I put the toilet seat down every time I go to the loo. It started off as a shit joke, as women need to work as hard as men to go to the pee. That's equality.
Wait, you put the toilet seat down?
Yeah.
What?
So women have to lift something up too.
But they want the toilet seat down?
No, the toilet lid, sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Right, fair enough.
If we're all going to work, we're all going to work together to hit equality.
Okay, fair dude.
Not an easy ride for anyone. It's got to be as hard and as menacing. And I used to
I like it.
I saluted the toilet, and I taught Greg that, and now Greg does that.
See, I like it. That's not equality. What that is equity.
Yeah, I guess it is.
That started from a position where everyone's got to go through the same thing to reach the point they need.
Yeah.
The only difference is women have to lift, I suppose, a couple of grams more weight.
Yep.
Not much of a difference.
Well, they've got...
oh, no, less, rather. Men have to lift more.
In general, they have smaller bodies than men, so less muscle mass.
I like that. I think, yeah, that's fairly safe.
I'm trying to think what else I do to... that signifies to me that I'm drunk. It tends to be buying the second bottle of spirits.
Yeah, yo, for sure.
Or someone's going to the shop and I'm too drunk to walk, but I'll still order the third bottle.
To be fair, the second bottle, I'm usually at a point where I don't believe I'm quite drunk enough yet, and that's why I'm getting the second bottle. Usually by the third bottle, I'm fully aware.
I can still see out of one of my eyes. That's a good one. I know I'm drunk when it comes to this line in the podcast. So, does anyone have anything to plug? Because you have to say it that quickly, and it's a lot of... and it just comes out as... So, bearing in mind that we've got to finish this bottle of whiskey between the two of us this evening... What time am I in work tomorrow, actually? I bet it's 9 o'clock.
Don't worry too much. I'm in at 10.
Cool. It'll be fine.
It'll be good.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so Cai, like the thing with the pulling faces, that's not a signifier that I'm drunk. That's usually just a signifier that I'm in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
I'm always quite interested just to see, like, okay, if I wanted to pull this expression to I don't know, kind of enhance this sort of reaction. Like, how does it actually look like? Does it look entertaining to me? Because like, I know it'll feel entertaining to me, but then I do it. It's like, well, no, it's just someone putting a shit face. So that now needs some work, which I'll do kind of in installments over next sort of passing mirrors. And I'll do the same with voices when I'm in kind of rooms of reasonable acoustics as well. I don't need to be drunk.
Whenever you put on headphones in front of a mic.
Or whenever I put on headphones in front of a mic.
Yeah, when you can hear your own voice.
I hear it clearly and bassily.
Scoop the mids, yeah. Scoop the mids.
Got to scoop them mids, son. No, so I know I'm drunk when my face stops betraying any internal sentiment whatsoever.
Like, you just got plain face on.
Oh yeah. I know.
Ready sorted face.
It's very rare that I go into full droop. But what my face would like, my body would just go, okay, cool. So we're drunk. We need to reallocate resources to just uprightedness. He's talking a lot, so let's pump more power to the tongue. What can we give up? Face. We don't need to communicate emotions. The emotion is simple. He's drunk and he's talking. That's fine. So just plain zombie face. At that point, I know I'm pretty fucking drunk.
I think I've got what you resemble when you get that point of drunk. You're like a toddler who's had too much sugar but has already thrown up. So you're still kind of buzzy, but you're very somber. You just be, oh, yeah. Yeah. Right.
I mean, like when I go completely dead faced, I'll still have loads of energy.
You'll be jumping around and stuff.
Absolutely, but I just like my body won't engage my face muscles at all.
Yeah.
Which interesting. So yeah, little side note to the week that's been.
Mm-hmm.
So after my first day back on the Wednesday, I knew I had to be in 8 a.m. On the Thursday. It's like, that's fine, it's not a problem. Just go to bed, get up, off we go, it'll be fine. But for whatever reason, it was one such night where body decided it wasn't ready for shutdown. So I didn't. In fact, I did. I got to the drifting off stage a couple of times. I got, in fact, exactly 3 times. The first time I got off to the drifting off stage.
Yeah.
Kimmy came home, and she wasn't loud, but it was enough for me to go, oh, hang on, something else is going on. And the second time, you came home, which again is like, you're not being loud, but it's like, okay, there's something else going on, and now, fuck, now I'm awake. And then the third time, I think I was woken up by the fact that the video I was watching ended.
Oh, I've had that.
And that was, at that point, at no point it had been more than like a couple of minutes of just drifting off. And I think after that third time, it was about 3 o'clock. Bearing in mind, to get in for 8, I have to get up at about 6. So it was about 3 o'clock. And I eventually drifted off at about 3:45. So I only had like 2.25 hours sleep, which when I woke up, I was fine. Like I had energy. I didn't physically feel tired.
Yeah.
Cognitively, I was working fine. But, so this ties in because, not only did I have just like the complete dead face.
Yeah.
In order to get through the day, my body decided to supplement this with, okay, we need to seriously allocate resources properly. What can we do without? Okay, go through the checklist. Emotions. We don't need emotions today. And I just had an entire day of absolutely utter ambivalence.
Yeah.
It was...
No peaks, no troughs.
Yeah, exactly. It was... I wouldn't quite call it contentment, but it was just a day of, okay, I don't know. It's...
Blasé day.
It's people I know who have taken Valium, it felt like how they describe Valium.
Yeah.
Of just, everything is just alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nothing gets to you.
Yeah.
Nothing really piques your interest either.
Yeah.
Just everything's cool.
But it was a really bizarre experience, just going... Because I think I got a couple of hours into the shift when I realised, oh, hang on, I'm actually being so fucking deadpan and unemotive that people are responding to me oddly.
Yeah, so they're worried something's up.
Yeah, they're
trying to piece it together why you're being like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like,
is he drunk? Is he pissed off with me? What have I done?
Yeah, I think.
What's he done?
I think people were basically taking it as just I was being short tempered or just like annoyed with them or whatever. But it was just okay. So sweet. I'll try to talk with an inflection, upward inflection. Isn't that nice? And obviously this isn't playing over the microphone, but I'm trying to do this deadpan at Tom. But yeah, that was a thing, I guess. So, Aaron, what was the topic again?
Pulling faces in the mirror when you're drunk. Is it just him? Definitely not.
No,
Definitely
it's not just you. It's not just you. But yeah, again, I don't do that when I'm drunk. That's just standard procedure for me.
To be fair, it's usually when I'm brushing my teeth too.
Oh, really?
Especially if I'm listening to music. Because I will be like a fucking teenage girl with a brush in the mirror. Not with a toothbrush in my mouth, but still pulling metal faces. Head banging quite hard. Whilst trying, I've got the skill of being able to head bang whilst brushing my teeth and not give myself a tonsillectomy.
Hey, that's actually a reasonably that takes a reasonable amount of coordination. So.
Yeah, it does, especially with this much whiskey saying tonsillectomy. I see, I couldn't do it then.
Tonsillectomy. I could get tonsillectomy.
Banging them big things out in the back of your throat. So yeah,
cool, nice one.
Cheers, Kai.
Is that one from? Oh no, that was a mega topic, wasn't it? So go for it, Tom.
Actually, you know what? We're coming up to the hour mark, so shall we have our one remaining audio topic? Yeah! Which I do believe is actually from a host, to be fair. I think it's Captain Sitbeard, but you can submit your audio topics by by recording something and sending it to emails at pottopicpodcast.com. I'm getting loads of text from the other host that was supposed to be here tonight saying sorry. You're right, Tobias, don't worry about it. So we've got one from Captain Sitbid, I believe. We ready?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Hi guys, with the Titanic 2 being built, if lightning did strike twice and you were on it and it started sinking, which band would you like playing as the ship goes down?
Was he on board the Titanic at that point? Jesus Christ.
Wait, hang on, the Titanic 2 is being built.
Well, apparently so. I knew nothing about that.
No, I've not heard about this at all. This sounds like a... Well, I don't know, it's just an idea. I mean, is it going to be, like, are they remaking it and just calling it the Titanic 2, or are they just making another big ship and calling it the Titanic 2?
I know we don't do lookups, but I'm kind of intrigued, so I'll quickly Google it.
I mean, I think it's fair, but, like, to answer the question, what band would I want playing?
Well, you can't... No, alright. It can't be what band you want playing, it's what song you want playing, surely, because you don't want your favourite band to go down with you.
No, the question was what band. So we'll start there. And if we assume that the band are going to be on the boat to the end, I think this is the only occasion where I would be happy to see Morrissey live.
I just listened today to a podcast, Adam Buxton's podcast, and he interviewed the guitarist from the Smiths.
Oh, yeah?
Which is quite interesting, seeing as I hate the Smiths and hate Morrissey, and up to that point, really hated him because he was in the Smiths, but he seems like a nice enough guy.
The thing is, like, listening to some of the Smiths music, they weren't shit.
Yeah, they were. They were fucking awful.
No, they
No, they were shit. They were shit.
There was some alright stuff going on.
They were indie shit.
There was some capability. You know, it's
Talented,
not them I hated.
Talented, yes. Put together shit music. I'm not saying Morrissey doesn't know how to write lyrics. However, he writes shit lyrics.
When I say the Smiths, I'm talking about the band specifically. Not Morrissey. Morrissey's always the bit that goes...
The Smiths were the guitarist and Morrissey basically did everything. There's only two people.
Alright, cool. Then the guitarist was fine. Morrissey was a dickhead. And shit and terrible. And just the worst. He could die.
Okay, so quick Wikipedia search. I found a film called Titanic 2. But anyway, we'll move on from that. So apparently Blue Star Line, Brisbane, Australia.
Wait. There's a film called Titanic 2?
Yeah.
Is the tagline Jack comes back? We got some sort of frozen zombie march going on.
We'll Google that after. So yeah, from Brisbane, Australia, Blue Star Line, planned ocean liner to be built as a modern day replica of Olympic class RMS Titanic.
Oh, okay.
And status abandoned. So apparently that's not happening anymore. $500 million estimate. I'm going to presume that's American dollars.
Well, if it's in Australia, probably Australian dollars.
Yeah, I don't know. But project was announced by Australian millionaire Clive Palmer in April 2012, and as of September 2017, construction is yet to commence.
Oh, okay. So pipe dream then.
Yeah, it says the construction may begin in 2018. Vaporware ship. I didn't know they existed. So that's a gaming thing. Vaporware is stuff that is announced to come out and never actually does.
Which Star Fox 2 no longer is.
Yeah, how about that, son?
Yeah.
To be honest, I fucking hate the NES Classic and the SNES Classic. I fucking hate the idea of it.
I completely get it though. It's
you're paying
Nintendo
80
being fucking canny as shit.
You're paying 80 quid for 12 fucking NES games. Are you fucking kidding me? And you can't even buy them. You have to go through fucking third-party price gouging cunt bags to get one of these things. Because they don't produce enough. All right, they're going to be producing them now, but they didn't say that when they fucking launched them.
Well, the thing is, are they putting out new prints of them, or like sort of
Yeah, they're going to start with the NES one again. They're going to keep going with the SNES.
See,
one.
I figured the reason they were restricting stock on that was because they wanted to build up, like they were pressing the nostalgia button to get people reinvested in Nintendo, and then they go, I can't get hold of one. Fuck it, maybe I'll just buy a Switch instead. Especially as the fact that the virtual console is going to be coming to the Switch soon.
Well, hopefully they still haven't made any announcements on that, but. The reason why they stopped producing the NES Classic, Nintendo Classic, is because they needed the plants to produce Switches. Because the stock of Switches was so short.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
It does, because obviously a company like Nintendo is going to have to only work with specific trusted plants to produce their consoles and stuff, because they need secrecy. They need stuff to be kept secret. However... Fuck paying 80 quid for 12 NES games. You could, all right. Grey area / absolute black piracy era, but you can download them ROMs for free and play them on your fucking computer. I've got a Raspberry Pi.
Yes, and you have all the physical games.
I own all 65,000 games on that.
Yes, you do. I've seen them. It's impressive.
They're under my bed. Come check it. But no, it's an astonishing price, and everyone's really hyped up about it. I don't understand it.
Have you seen the spoof article that's been doing the rounds recently of why buy a SNES Classic when you can just download all the ROMs onto your Raspberry Pi and not shut up about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the topic.
Titanic 2.
So
Nintendo are fucking wrong.
So I think this splits into two possibilities.
Yeah.
There's the band you want playing if you're going to be able to get onto a lifeboat. Mm-hmm. And there's the band you want playing if you're going to be going down with the ship. Yeah,
okay, let's do that. All right. Both scenarios.
So I think going down with the ship. I don't know. I'm thinking definitely something dark. It's just something that's dark and gotta help you just
the obvious
deal
answer,
with your fate. So I'm
the obvious answer
like,
are like Bieber and shit like that, but
no,
we don't want to go with the obvious.
No. I've already said Morrissey.
Yeah.
For the fun answer. Yeah, let's see that cunt die. But for music that I would like to listen to as I'm going down with a ship, I'd want something that's just going to cushion me into the acceptance of, yep, I'm going to die. So maybe something like Rotting Christ or possibly Black Ceiling. Something nice and dark and moody.
Forest Swords.
Something where
pretty but moody.
Yeah. Something where like it's playing and you can just go, boy, bring me a cognac and just sip your cognac as you go down, and just the last thing you're listening to is just something gnarly as you're coming face to face with the freezing waters.
I think I know what Kai would like, and I'd quite like this. This is a band that would get on a lifeboat afterwards.
Oh, okay.
The Cardiacs, which we already know he loves. As cold as could be in an English sea. I want that song playing. That's my favourite Cardiac song too.
So a band that would sort of facilitate the getting onto or the boarding of lifeboats would be...
Okay, so you got... All right, let's put it this way. The band that would help onto the lifeboat, or the band you would put your foot on their head as they're trying to get onto the lifeboat.
It's like, you stay, you keep playing. So I think the band that eventually gets on a lifeboat, but the music helps people with the boarding process. I don't know. Maybe something a bit calmer.
Well, it's not actually happening when you're getting onto the lifeboat. It's the soundtrack to your...
Yeah,
sinking.
I don't know. Polyphia might be quite a good shout on that, because I don't know. Like Polyphia,
I was actually thinking Pelican.
Ooh, Pelican's good.
Something off the
probably a little,
Throats.
yeah, probably a little too doomy though. Which that might be a better one for. I mean, basically the entire album of The Fire in the Throats beckons the Thor.
Yeah,
would be a wicked one to be going down into water.
Yeah.
With.
I just thought. Oh no, that would be probably better on the lifeboat. But fuck, what's the name of the band? First first Breath After Coma. We saw them Explosions in the Sky.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Something like triumphantly beautiful about that song.
Yeah. And by the same token, God as an Astronaut would be quite a good one because it's pacey, but it's not like panicked. Like for instance, going with something too high energy, say Distrage, would be carnage.
Alpha Male Tea Party.
Alpha Male Tea Party would be absolute bedlam.
Was there a song about Powerful and Professional? I don't know. There's got to be something that's just like, come on, boys, we can do this.
Oh, okay. So a combination of going down and being happy that the band's going down with would maybe be Megadeth, because if Megadeth are playing as I know I'm about to be dunked into the wet ice, it would be a moment of going, cool, yeah, no, this is a world in which Megadeth happened. I'm fine to leave this, and I'm glad they're coming with me. This feels like I'm doing a service for the rest of the world. They can't do any more damage.
Do you really hate Megadeth that much?
They're not good, Tom. They're just not good.
They're not my favourite.
And it's not the same not good as in, like, Slayer aren't that good.
Slayer are alright.
Yeah, exactly. Slayer are alright. They're at best.
A few songs.
Megadeth are actively, almost viciously terrible.
What about Maiden?
I mean, I don't like Maiden, but I don't really wish them any harm.
They seem like nice guys.
Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, they're funny, and they play music that a lot of people seem to like. I understand, but it's not my bag, so I don't know. They can stay away from the Titanic too.
Maybe it's got to be an Australian band.
Or okay, how about this?
Maybe AC/DC. Maybe we take out AC/DC this way. Do they still tour? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
They must do.
They've just had a switch around, haven't they? Because their singer can no longer hear, and they've replaced. I can't remember. Is it Axl Rose who's singing for him now? But they
fucking send it to the bottom of the fucking abyss.
Basically, they've replaced. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they replaced their singer who can no longer hear with a singer who can't sing. But again, like, AC/DC, AC/DC sort of exists in the same sort of area as Kiss for me, in which
you don't understand it.
Yeah, but also by the same time, I believe I've seen them both live, and
they were fun.
Live, it's okay, it's cool.
Oh, I think AC/DC have a few good songs.
Yeah, exactly. And
Kiss don't.
No, there are a couple. When I saw Kiss live, there are a couple of tracks that was like, okay, this is fun and bouncy. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's what you want from metal: is fun and bouncy. Fuck off.
So what else could I think of? So the only other variation I can think of is maybe a performer who is performing from a lifeboat that's going to launch at the very last moment while I'm going down with the ship. And I don't know. I kind of got a feeling that Imogen Heap and shit. What's that? Oh fuck! I can't remember the name of the track now.
I don't know many Imogen Heap songs because I don't really like her. But
oh damn, that's really annoying. But yeah, like there's a couple of Imogen Heap, and by the same token, Björk as well. If they're performing from a lifeboat,
Björk's not allowed to get on boats.
No,
like she cannot die.
No, she'd be on a lifeboat. She'd be safe, but she'd be performing from the lifeboat.
No, I've had this thing about being very protective of Björk in my head ever since Bowie died. Like nothing can happen to that woman because it's the only artist that I really hold in that regard as I did Bowie. Like she cannot die. She needs to remain forever alive, or me die first. I will not be able to cope with it. I watched a video of Björk. I think it's called like TV Land or something like that. This weird interview in 1988, which is her ripping the back off a TV and then talking about how it looks like a city. And this is the elevator, and it goes up to here, and it takes care of all the electrons. This is like the cutest thing.
She's fucking adorable.
She's weird and lovely.
Amazing.
I can't wait for a new album to come out.
When's that? That's
November.
pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm well excited. She just released. Actually, go out and listen to it. Björk Gate, or The Gate, should I say? She just released one track that's going. Well, I believe it's bridging the two albums, because from what we heard in The Gate, it sounds like a similar sort of construction of music, composed similarly, but it's got different sound. It's like different instruments and different weird stuff going on. So,
Cool.
Oh my god, it sounds good.
Wicked.
So excited. I may have listened to the last Björk album very much this last month. Quicksand is a hell of a track. Right.
Cool. I think that does us for that one.
Björk is not allowed anywhere near that fucking boat.
So, next toppy.
Go for it.
This one comes from Rikard.
Hello, dude.
Hello, superfan.
Thank you very much.
Would you rather have penises for arms or penises for legs?
Why does this keep happening to us? We keep getting things changed. All right. What are the benefits? Well, you won't be able to walk unless you're aroused with penises for leg.
Also,
And then
you'll have absolutely no manual dexterity with
You'd never
penises for arms.
But you'd never be able to have a gravel drive with the dick legs.
I mean,
Like they'll be straight up your urethra every time.
Wheelchair. And then also, if you got penises for legs, like I obviously they have to be well trained and well stretched.
Well, it would
But
still be my penis, so it would be. Yeah.
You'd be banging two hot ones at the same time with penis legs, and still have hands to do whatever you need to do. I'm going to go with legs.
But would it be a case? You know that dude who posted up on Reddit like a few years ago about like I've got two penises, ask me anything. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on that thing, people said, "Well, have you ever had like two at once?" And he went, "Yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's really not comfy."
But that's because there's quite that, two penises close to each other. That's going to be like a very narrow split. But legs.
They did this on the comedy button. I'm going to ask you, how do you picture it in your head? Where are the two penises? Horizontal, vertical, diagonal, what are they?
The two penises are basically, they're both springing from the same root, but diverge immediately from the pubis.
Yeah, horizontal.
Yeah, next to each other. Yeah.
See, when I was first told this story, I imagined it one above the other. Almost like a hermaphrodite sort of.
Oh, okay,
layout.
yeah. As above, so below.
Yeah. As Baphomet says. The cheeky one.
Which also reminded me, I had a thought the other day, I can't remember why Cheeky Baphomet came into my head, but the whole as above, so below. Oh, that's right, it's because we did episode 69. I was afterwards thinking about it. It's like, well, the Cheeky Baphomet would be a wicked name for a 69.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good.
As above, so below.
That is actually
wicked.
Good. I've got a good photo. Oh, maybe I should make that this the album art. I don't know. Probably not, because it's not my photo, but when did that ever stop me? Of a very, very cheeky Baphomet. Which is a lady. Well, it's basically a lady opening her thighs, and she's got tattoos of a cheeky Baphomet.
Oh, nice.
She's got a hand either side of her clunge. Look at that.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
That's cool.
As above, so below.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I've gone with legs because I wouldn't want to lose my hands. But sell me on why arms would be, like, why penis arms would be better.
You wouldn't be able to hold anything. You wouldn't be able to hold your own dicks.
Oh shit, that's the point. I mean,
masturbation would involve a huge fleshlight. Like, we're talking something the size of this table.
It would, or you
can't screw the cat back on that and put it on your mantelpiece, can you?
Or, I mean, I don't know how you'd go about doing it, but maybe get two mattresses and then some sandwich bags of warm stuff in between.
But they'd be bin bags.
Yeah, bin bags of like microwave bin bags of warmth. Just like two either side, and then you just like ram your arms between the mattresses like, when they're all lubed up. That's what masturbation would look like.
It's nice to know you've got a plan for this kind of thing.
But if you got dick legs, like
you could just rub them.
Exactly.
Itchy ankle.
Oh man, fuck, like an itchy foot would now be something very different.
Oh, I don't know. I've lived with itchy feet for many, many years, and there's nothing better than scratching those.
Yeah.
That's almost orgasmic, but if I could actually come
At the same time. Yeah. Also, like, Tom, like, from your point of view, if we have dick legs, you no longer have to deal with feet.
No, but I would have to deal with giant bellends. Actually, here's a point. It would make a difference if you're circumcised or not. The amount of cleaning and shit that would, like, you have to be careful about what you might end up with a small, like, dog up your foreskin or something. You accidentally step on the cat or something.
Oh God, it'd be like
you'd have birds nesting in it.
Yeah, so I mean, if you got foreskin, it'd be like kind of walking around on plungers that just suck shit up as you walk around.
Again, it would be so much worse if they were your arms, because how are you going to get that cotton bud in there?
Yeah,
you got nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, you'd have to wait till they're flaccid, then you use one to like bring it up to your face, then you got the cotton bud in your teeth, just ramming it down,
and while I'm here, yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think I'm sold on penis legs rather than penis arms.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be in a wheelchair than not be able to just do everything with my hands to upkeep my penis legs.
Yeah. Also, say for instance,
as the actress said to the bishop.
Yeah. So for instance, I do enjoy swimming, and I think with dick legs, you could probably still swim. But with
that just came out of my nose. The visual image of these two penises doing the fucking front crawl, just.
Well, that's the thing, because you got no manual movement of the bell end. It'd be huge slapping motions every time.
Oh, that would really hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chapping Neptune in the face with every stroke. I want him on the Titanic too. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm definitely sold on legs for swimming as well.
Wicked. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, at least you could do like a nice butterfly stroke with.
Absolutely,
that would almost look graceful.
Think about all the wave you get in your nice flaccid dick legs.
Yeah, that'd be some Savoy slipping through. That'd be lovely.
And fucking like banging a monofin on the end of those bad boys.
Exactly.
You'd get up a wicked speed.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You could push a naval barge with that shit. All right, cool. I think
yourself out as a human tug.
So, Rikard, I think we have your answer.
Yeah.
You would prefer penis legs.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. You can tell how much I got into that topic because I didn't even finish writing down the topic. Right, where are we at? Next topic, mine.
It's yours. Yeah, go for it, Tom.
Cool. It's a handwritten one. Oh, Big Al. Haven't heard from you in a long time, mate.
Oh, wow.
Don't even know if you're still listening, but Big Al, I hate you. You're a cunt.
What's he said?
I just lost the game.
Oh, did dums.
And now so is everyone listening, and that wasn't our fault. We read the topic. Don't hold it against us. Just text everyone you know. Come on to the Steam group and tell everyone there. Fuck you, Big Al. So let's talk about it. So I once made T-shirts because when this whole the game thing came up on the internet and we all found out about it, it became a bit of an in-joke.
Yeah,
we all started playing it.
Yeah.
So I made T-shirts, which every year around a certain date will get me on Facebook now.
Yeah.
Because that was the day that I gave it to all our friends, a T-shirt that just said, I just lost.
Yes.
On the front of it. Which, annoyingly, but also brilliantly by accident, I managed to print, for ladies, absolutely perfect on the ladies, just across the chest. For men, it was ever so slightly low. So it was a really weird placement of letters. So everyone just looked at it. Like, you know, when you look at someone and you're talking to them, you don't really look at what they're wearing or what's written on their T-shirt. Because we've grown up in metal and everyone's got a name on their T-shirt. Yeah. So this writing was just at the right level where it was annoying and you wanted to know why the lettering was down that low, so you read it. I've just, thanks to Corridor Digital, very cool YouTube channel, they play the game of life. Do you know the game of life?
No, I don't.
So the game of life is every time you make another person say the word mine, they have to do 10 push-ups. Okay, so
Right,
think about
okay.
this. It's literally like, right, so I'll grab your beer. Whose is this?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Right. However, there are more rules. So if you leave a room, it is multiplied by 2. Every time you leave a room, it is multiplied by 2 if you don't get caught. So if you say mine and you don't do your push-ups and you leave a room, you now have to do 20. However, every door you pass through from that point will also multiply it by 2. It's a logarithmic thing.
Yeah.
So if someone notices you don't immediately do your push-ups and you forget, you are fucked the next time they see you. On Corridor Digital, one of the guys, I can't remember his name, he's a very good-looking ginger dude. He left the room and they worked out that he now owed like a ridiculous, like he would not be able to do this number of push-ups in his life. So they had to come up with a middle ground. Like if he did 400 push-ups a day for the rest of his probable life, he would not be able to do it.
Fucking hell.
So now he does, I think it's 50 push-ups a day until the end of the year, and then he's off the hook.
Oh man, his biceps are going to be tasty after
To be
that.
fair, he's a pretty muscular dude anyway, but he says it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, 50 push-ups is no laughing matter.
He does it not in one
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
but yeah, it's still a decent amount of exercise. I love the idea of that game. However, I am shit at push-ups. Like I can do 5, maybe.
Oh, really?
On a good day. Pull-ups and stuff like that is fine. I can do those, no problem. But push-ups in particular, I struggle with.
Oh, so you got the biceps, but not the triceps then?
Is that what it
essentially?
is?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
actually, to be fair, it's actually core strength. I just can't keep my body stiff enough
Ah, okay,
to
fair
then
enough.
push against it.
So there's a wicked video I saw recently, which it started off with a dude sort of talking to the camera. It's like, okay, we just found something. I'm gonna go just fuck up his night. And it was middle of the night, and he goes into his roommate's bedroom, wakes him up and says, dude, you gotta get up, you gotta come, yeah, you gotta see what we've just found, He's like, no, I can't, I was sleeping, I just want to go back to bed. No, you got to see this. So they get him out of his room, and once he's out of his room, he's tired, so at that point, it's not that difficult just to keep kiting him until they get him in the car.
Okay.
So they kite him through the house, get him into the car, and then they drive off. And I can't remember how long. They drive for like not an inconsiderable distance. And then they finally get to like this little bit of scrubland or whatever. And it's like, no, come on, it's just over here. Dude, you won't believe. It's like, how did you find it at this time of night? It's like, oh yeah, I mean, I was out, I was doing this, I was doing that, but just found it. It's like, dude, you're gonna love it. You're gonna fucking love it. And then eventually they find a bit of disturbed earth. At which point, he hands the dude a little shovel. And he's like, no, yeah, it's just in there. You gotta dig it up. And, so the dude, still sleepy as fuck, digs in this patch until he, hits, pretty quickly, something solid. And he pulls a little locker box out. And, he opens it, and it's just a picture of a hand doing a circle with thumb and forefinger.
Thank you for doing that above your waist, by the way, for my benefit.
Absolutely. And for anyone who doesn't know the game, of this particular game, also the game, you just lost again, bitches.
No, you can't. No, we made a house rule. You can't lose the game that quickly because it becomes annoying.
Yeah, fair dues. But I'm
Not to us, but to everyone
I'm
around
sure
us.
if you spend any amount of time online, you probably would have seen it.
Yeah. It's when you make the OK symbol with your fingers.
Yes, but the idea
And
is
you
to
hold it
get
below
your
your
mates
waist.
to see it while you're holding it below your waist. And if they see it, and they don't put their finger through the hole you made with your thumb and forefinger
Without looking at it.
without looking at it, then you get to punch them on the arm.
Yeah.
It's a really stupid game, but obviously if they manage to nail the hole, they get to punch you instead.
Yeah.
So
But usually it ends up being you go for it and they'll pull away and go, you almost got me, you cunt.
So yeah, this poor dude had been pulled up out of bed
That's
at
brilliant.
3 a.m.
And then all his mates get to punch him in the arm.
driven away. And it's just this moment where he finally opens this lockbox, holds out the picture and goes, oh, and then his mate punches him.
That is brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. What was it? I think it was How's Stag Do. We were doing that the entire fucking day.
Nice.
All of us. To the point where we'd kind of run out of ways to do it creatively. And to the point where Jake stands up at a table. We're all sitting around this round table, and Jake is looking at his phone, laughing at it. We're like, what? And so he throws it down. He's standing above the table.
Yeah.
So the table is below his waist, and on the phone is just his hand, a photo of it. At which point he just runs around and goes, bang, 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 bang. Just punches it. It's like, well done. You win.
Yeah,
you fucking win.
It.
You did it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. One of the games that we used to play Yellow Car. I've stopped playing it now, which is when you see a yellow car driving along the street or parked or whatever, you shout yellow car. If you're the first one to shout, you get to punch everyone.
Yes. So this is a game I never really got into, but I'm not a fan. Well, yeah, I never think to look at cars.
Well,
I'm
usually driving, so I've got other things to concentrate on.
Indeed.
Usually playing my favourite car game, which is Norbert Detrangle. Because every time you see, that's a logistics company in Europe, and every time you see a Norbert Detrangle van drive past, you scream, Norbert Detrangle! And that's it. That's literally the whole game. However, me and Andy did assign points. So if you have a red one, just a normal lorry, that's 1 point. If you have a double trailer, that's 2 points, obviously. Mm-hmm. If you have a liquid tanker, petrol or otherwise, whatever liquid, that's 5 points. However, if you see a white Norbert Detrangle liquid
the Moby
container,
Dick of the logistics world,
the literal white whale, that's 10 points. And we kept a tally over the course of 2 months. This wasn't even playing it in the same car. On a bound. We will not lie. We need to work out our scores. I think I got like 200 and he had like 500 and something points by the end of it. It was ridiculous. But you have to scream Norbert Detrangle. It doesn't count.
Oh.
Anyway.
Nice. Cool. All right. Time for another one then.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see what we've got from the community pots. Rikard.
Hello, mate. Again?
Okay, New Year's resolution update. How's your progress?
Don't do it.
I don't, yeah.
I smashed my monitor that I bought in the New Year's. How's that for a resolution broken? Hey.
I mean, my last New Year's resolution is going just fine and has been for years.
Is that to not make New Year's resolutions?
That is exactly it, Tom. Yes. Yeah. And
I'll try it.
Yeah, well, yes, for sure. But,
aren't so New Year's resolutions.
What it does mean, Tom, is that at the end of every year, I have a little victory.
Oh.
It's just a little thing. It's a little success that I can notch on the post that's cost me nothing.
I'm trying to think of the last time I actually did an interesting New Year's resolution. I did the whole not smoking one for a New Year's resolution. Mm-hmm. But that was kind of after the fact of me quitting, but I really wanted a fack on New Year's.
Right.
Because I was that drunk. So I quit in the September, and then that first few months was quite difficult, but I'm now at 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know. It's, I mean, I can't actually remember a single New Year's resolution I've tried to make or tried to enact or anything. I've always found the concept to me is actually just baffling. That seems like the worst way to try and do something, because it's kind of I don't know. It's arbitrary. It's like, well, it's a new year, so I'm going to decide to do this. That seems like a shit reason for chasing something.
Or it gives you an excuse for changing something for the better, which is a better way of looking at it.
Yeah, but the only way I've ever found to like get by with those sort of resolutions, it's come from a moment of going, I really don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, no, I do get that. I completely understand that because I'm the same way. However, playing devil's advocate here, I believe that there's nothing wrong in New Year's resolutions per se, because it's literally taking a look, giving yourself 10 minutes to look back on your life and thinking, what can I do this year to improve myself?
Yeah, and also, I suppose like playing like the devil's advocate angle. I can see how that would be useful for people in general. Just go, cool. This is my line in the sand. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, quite often all this means is little more than inflated profits for gyms for like the first 2 months of a year.
And that's where the obvious New Year's resolutions come in. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to go visit more places. I'm going to go to another country. Kind of, they're very obvious things. I don't know.
But I mean, if that's what
I'm going
works
to learn
for
a
you,
new language. That was always my one that I always failed out in New Year's. But then, then again, it wasn't.
But what language?
Wasn't so much New Year's.
What language? Actually,
I tried to learn Japanese a little bit.
Yeah,
I learned a little.
I think I did 3 months. There was a I say game. It was essentially an app on the Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing.
I mean, I got about 3-4 months into using that like regularly, and
was it you, me, and Daz that did that about the same time on the DS? Wasn't it?
I believe we were living in the bungalow at the time.
That's right.
It was my first proper home away from home, and same for Daz. And it was when we were all living together, and
we all thought we'd try it.
Had DSs, and then you went, do you know Supercards?
Yeah.
Or Super DS. It's like, oh, no, I don't. Well, let me tell you.
We didn't pirate any games. Statute of limitations.
But yeah, no, I mean, I got a few months into that. I mean, I had I had the katakana and the was it the hiragana? Yeah. I mean, obviously it didn't approach the kanji alphabet.
No,
but yeah, I had the katakana and hiragana alphabets kind of close. I was getting there with them, and I was getting there with some basic conversational. But it's always been the same. I have crushing difficulty with language, other languages as well as my own. So most of it has gone.
Yeah,
utterly faded.
Yeah,
which is why I feel if I'm going to learn a language, either I'm going to go German, because there's enough similarities between English and German. Yeah. That there should be kind of an easy route to retention for me. And also it'd be nice to learn, like living right next door to the fucking mainland, it'd be nice to have another language. Yeah. And I don't want to learn Spanish. So like German is the obvious answer.
At school, what languages do you do? French. Yeah. I did French as well.
Yeah, I did. I was
pretty good I got an A in French for GCSEs. Like I could hold up a conversation in French. Very rough one, but I could do it. I can't fucking remember it now. If I'm listening to someone speak French, I can pick up the odd word here and there and kind of get a gist. But I might be wrong about that gist. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, all I remember from French is like the basic comedy or the stupid things that you say is like le
cheval sur de la table, which is that Eddie Izzard line. As well, you know.
Sarah's without, isn't it? Dan's la table is on the table. Or is it in? Shit, it's Dan's in. Oh, fuck.
Is it under the table? And the horse is under the table.
And of course, everyone knows pamplemousse because that's a funny way to say grapefruit.
It is. To be honest, picking up languages, I tend to only do when I'm submerged in a language. If I'm in a foreign country for a prolonged period of time, I'll start to pick it up. Like, even 2 weeks in Lithuania, I was picking up phrases that I could say. And sort of, like, even if it's, I'm sorry, do you speak English? Or, ordering a coffee or a beer, or where is the toilet, or something like that. Just enough to bumble through a transaction. I mean, conversation.
That's the thing. When I go abroad, I don't ever really go to. I never really find myself in
countries where they don't speak English.
Sort of English non-safe spaces. There's usually some
Amsterdam. You find running around stoned out your brain, going, "Where's the fucking pub?" And not everyone can point you in the right direction.
Indeed. So Amsterdam, Iceland,
well,
Bloom Festival in Portugal, or Lisbon, like tend to be quite
places where if they're speaking English, they sound more English than you.
Yeah. Which is awful, because all that does for me is just send me spiraling into colonial guilt.
Yeah, it makes you feel lazy and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So if not German, then the other language, which would be all but useless, but it'd be Esperanto. I'd be interested in looking at.
That would be interesting as kind of like a history experiment at this point. Like, what was the idea? Like, what's the actual fundamentals to this made-up pan-European language?
Well, so the fundamentals of Esperanto is the dude who came up with it decided, okay, let's have a language where there are rules. And the rules are the rules. It's not like I before E, except
it's more straightforward and logical.
Yeah. So
it's almost like double speak in a weird way, without the overtone of making everything monotone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like Esperanto, and also, so to anyone who doesn't know of Esperanto, Esperanto is
sure they must.
Is a created language in
the 80s.
It was. I can't remember his name, but he was a doctor. But the language was called Esperanto because people knew him as Doctor Esperanto. Esperanto meaning hope. I can't remember the language, but basically he
sounds like Italian or Spanish.
He formulated a language but the idea of it being a common tongue for people, it has immutable laws. So, for instance, certain, even the bits I've learned, I've sort of read.
Well, it's grammatical recently. Laws as well. So it's the construction of a sentence.
So there's no like male or female. There's no like tenses are all contextual. Rather than at that point, verb conjugation becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, there's no conjugation.
Also, like pluralization or different types of words all end in the same letter.
Yeah.
So, just by hearing the end of a word, you can at least get some contextual clues of what might be, what it might be aimed for. But I mean, thanks to the internet, Esperanto is seeing a resurgence at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, it's slowly growing. I can't remember, what was it? I can't remember the actual figure. Somewhere in the region of about 1 million speakers worldwide. No, sorry. Was it less than? And then, and there's been an initiative. There's a website that has taken on a million people looking to learn the language.
But for what purpose? I mean, other than being something like I can speak Klingon.
Well, so the thing with Esperanto is it is so easy, and so it was
created to be easy to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's posted as like you could learn it in an afternoon. Obviously, you can't learn everything, but you can get into it.
Its first boom was during the times of the formation of the common market in Europe, like the fundamentals of the European Union. So the idea that all these countries are now trading and need to be able to communicate to each other effectively and easily. Yeah. And then yuppies took it as, well, aren't I suave and sophisticated? I can speak Esperanto. It's I believe in Red Dwarf, Rimmer was trying to learn to speak Esperanto.
Oh, really?
At one point as well. I think in one of the first seasons, it flashes back to him alive and he's trying to learn Esperanto and can't get a grip on it.
But yeah,
New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I was about to say, where were we talking?
It's what happens when it's just two of us.
I like it though. I like it because because Esperanto probably wouldn't come up otherwise.
Writing it down for the next topic.
But that's what I'm genuinely looking at, having a look at. I mean, because if another reason that if Esperanto is easy to learn, if I can teach myself Esperanto and learn to discourse in another language, that might help me to learn other more useful languages. Because it's
Who has the time for that? I
mean,
you're literally talking about learning a language to learn several other languages.
Yeah, but also, do you remember, I think there was a topic, like a good many issues ago. Yeah. It's like, if you could learn any language, what would you learn?
I think it was what skill do you envy in others? Was the topic.
But I mean, it came down to me talking about. I was talking about learning a language that very few people. I think I landed on ancient Tacharian.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Which would be like it's a dead language, and it's just one I'd like to bust out, just so that if someone saw me speaking publicly, there would just be one motherfucker who saw a video going, "No, he didn't. Was it really?" But like, I think Esperanto is kind of a more accessible, probably a more useful approach to that same thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which I'm genuinely kind of interested. I might have to look into it.
I would really like for my next New Year's resolution to be able to tie a bow, like tie your shoes properly, because I found out I tie my shoes incorrectly. There's a correct way to tie your shoes, and it's not the way I do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, dude, you know I'm all about the knots.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, you'll have to observe me next time I tie my shoes, which is never, because I've got zip-up boots, but...
Yeah, fair
and
dues.
then my trainers, I just never do them up at all. But yeah, apparently there's a correct way of doing up your shoes, and I have learnt incorrectly. So that's my New Year's resolution for next year. What's yours?
I'm going to carry on doing what I do.
No, come on, let's have one. I've got a basic one that I can learn January 1st. Come on, you can do one.
To be honest, if there's one thing that I should probably focus more energy on, is creating more time for just Heather and I. Just to be Heather and I together. Just spend some actual fucking time together. Like, we're so fucking busy. I know
that feeling.
This was fucking brought home to me recently when I was told of... there was in a situation, there was a conversation between one mate and another mate, who were a couple, and one said to the other, it's like we don't spend enough time together. It's like we don't do enough this, we don't do enough that. And the response from the other side was, I mean, it could be worse. Like, at least we're not Taryn and Heather.
Pull it back to Rikard asking best insult received. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't really see that as an insult, because I mean, because the time we do spend together is rich, and it is intimate, intimate, and it is like it's nothing but fucking love. But because it tends to be so fleeting, if I was going to make a New Year's resolution, it would be taking concerted action to just have a bit more time with one another. So it's not just fleeting.
As in going out and doing things together, or just literally time together doing nothing else?
So at this point, our time together is, I mean, our schedules don't, because I work at unsociable hours.
Mate, I know the feeling.
Yeah, of course you do. So our time together tends to be fleeting. It is like a couple of hours when I get home, and there's it's communication of what needs to be communicated, and then it's cuddles until sleep. And we've got it down to, on average, about one day / weekend a month that we get to spend together, in any sort of kind of richness.
Yeah.
And I could do with more of that, essentially.
So you heard it here first. This is the last issue of Pot Topic Podcast. No, because we need our time together, baby.
Oh, sweetie. Don't we? We still haven't played. We still haven't played Nidhogg 2.
We barely talk during the week.
Dude, I barely talk during the week.
Yeah, neither do I. I spent more time talking to Danny on fucking PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds this week than I have you.
That was one of the weirdest things about the party last night. It was sort of turning up there. Part of it was that, yes, I wasn't drinking, and absolutely, I started drinking at an early age and started drinking hard at an early age. And so a lot of my learned...
Yes, you are English, yes.
A lot of my learned socialisation has been...
Social interactions have been alcohol-fuelled.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So...
Speaking of which... Let's pour some more whiskey.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, last night it was kind of really brought it home how like I had so much difficulty just talking to people, which was weird because like Heather used
Because you were sober, you mean, or
yeah.
okay.
Because I wasn't having a drink, because I didn't have that thing for me to go, okay, I can just turn off the sensors now and just go, blah.
It's almost immediate, the response. I don't believe it's actually the alcohol that does it to me anymore, because
No, it's not
like-
the alcohol.
like
It's
yourself.
the fact that I know I've had alcohol. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's time.
it's a
time to enter
complete
this
placebo.
phase.
It's just a switch in your brain that goes, and relax. You don't need to worry about what everyone thinks about you. Social awkwardness gone. Any anxiety is out the window. Fuck off. Depression. Let's go.
Absolutely. Which is, I don't know.
Sad. It's sad.
Yeah, which is why I go through periods. I mean, again, so other than when we're doing shows, I've started on a not drinking spree, if you can call that a spree, a sober spree. And again, it started shortly before October. It's not a Stoptober bullshit. Fuck off. It's just kind of got to that point.
Again, this is kind of with the topic. I fucking hate that bullshit, but go on.
Yeah. But it just kind of, not last week, but week before, I kind of realised I was hitting a point again where I was crutching. It's like, okay, I'm actually no longer enjoying the fact that I'm drinking. I'm just drinking. It's time to cool my boots a little bit. Which is already obviously paying dividends because just doing the whiskey tonight.
Yeah.
I'm having a lovely time.
Yeah.
More so than I've had in a little while.
See, I said this to Rita like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I need to cut down on my drinking when I don't need to drink.
Yeah.
And so for the last week, I've had a bottle of vodka in the freezer. And usually if there's a bottle of vodka in the freezer, it's barely had a time to get cold before it's gone.
3 nights maximum.
Maximum 3
Yeah,
nights.
yeah.
It's now lasted 2 weeks.
Nice.
And all right, it's a liter. But some people have had some of that, not just me. But it's the fact that I've gone, but without even thinking about it, just literally going, well, I just won't drink.
Yeah.
I'll have a cup of tea. I've been drinking tea this last week. There you go. There's an update. I've drunk a lot of fucking tea because instead of having an alcoholic drink like I would drink tea now instead.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
So, Rikard, I hope that answers your question.
So, New Year's resolution, drink more tea. The most English answer ever. Right.
Which to be fair, like tea, I've always found to be a really useful tool. Like, again, also this kind of wraps back into the question that Kai asked of the point at which you know you're drunk. I've sort of, with a bit of training over the past couple of years, I've now learned, and this is weird, this is like the depth of the problem that isn't quite a problem yet with me. But over the past couple of years, I've learned that, cool, okay, I'm drunk, and that's a good level, but I do want more drink. So I'll have a cup of tea instead, and usually a cup of tea will just kind of cut that crave dead.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Because you're now in tea relax mode.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had actually, this might be a sign of being drunk as well, because I do this quite often. So, Deola's after Smash rave party after the hospitality rave thing. So, our friend Kaylee was suffering from a sore throat because she'd been talking non-stop for about 12 hours and was also not feeling well before she came into the party. And I was just like, oh, darling, can I just get you like honey and lemon or tea or anything? At which point she went, oh, you know what, tea? Yeah, no, I'll do that. And then it was that British thing of going, well, I've put the kettle on, so I've got to ask everyone here.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I've fallen into the trap, the British trap of I've just put the kettle on. Does anyone want a cup of tea? And there was that moment of pure terror when I'm fucked and I can barely walk straight. How am I going to carry mugs? And luckily, only two people did. And I was so happy. But
to be fair, like, you are British and you would have prevailed.
Oh,
if tea was required, tea
However,
would have happened.
I wasn't in my house or in a house where I knew where anything was. So it was a case of me going out to the kitchen, putting the kettle on, all wobbly as fuck, which was funny enough. And then going like, well, can't find the cupboard. So I then had to go upstairs, get Greg, to come downstairs to show me where the tea was. He showed me where the tea was. That was fine. He went back upstairs. I carried on. Greg, where's all the milk? There's none in the fridge, but you told me you had milk. Where is it? Oh, he's got some UHT stuff somewhere. Okay, yeah, I know that. Right, okay. That's after talking to him, after going upstairs, come back downstairs, can't find the UHT milk, then have to go back upstairs, get Greg to come downstairs to get me the UHT milk. And it was that kind of palaver for just 2 cups of tea.
Wow.
But I will do that surprisingly a lot at the after party, morning after, of going, someone wants a cup of tea, and I'm in that mood where I will go and do it.
Yeah.
I always am that drunk. Anyway.
Cool. So next up, we have another written one.
Okay. From?
Captain Sickbeard.
You right, Dom?
Dream projects.
Dream projects.
So, fuck me.
Well, this is one of them, to be fair, so thank you, community, for listening.
Oh, yeah. You are...
This was always my dream, is to do podcasts at some point.
Thank you for your patience.
And your ears.
And indeed, your ears.
Sexy bodies.
And, in fact, your rears. So, I mean, a dream project would be... So, over the years, I've discovered that nothing will draw me harder to writing than when I'm writing with someone else.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love collaborating.
Is it just because you have someone there to give you the impetus to keep writing, or is it...
It's... Usually, the way I prefer to collaborate is, I like coming to a project that someone has kind of done the basic groundwork on, and then I'll read through, and then I'll bounce back and forth,
flesh it out, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like between the two of us, we'll just kind of tease out, like we'll kind of cut back on the bits that aren't quite working, and if they're kind of in that kind of grey area, we'll see if we can fit them somewhere else, and then reorder things. This is the editor in me. And there's nothing I love more than being given a thing, and I will see it as a puzzle and going, okay, where can we cut things? How can we tie this up? Like, how do we make this work as best as it can? But by the same token, I also love it when someone comes at me with just raw ideas.
Yeah, skeleton sort of thing.
And and from there, like I will immerse myself in the ideas, and the first thing I will do is go so fucking deep and just really focus on things that they won't have thought about. So, for instance, in a project that I did with someone once that kind of unfortunately ended up getting aborted because of money and time. And time on my part, and also the dude needed to earn money and do shit. But like he came at me with the idea of a story and a skeleton of a world.
Yeah.
And my response was to kind of have a look at the skeleton of the world, and like I got into fucking weather patterns and like how so I mapped things out.
Right,
it's
Tolkien.
Like, if there are mountains here, then, and if we got prevailing winds here, and so there'd be rain over here, and then sort of building the world off of that, and then once I've got the world, then I put the characters in it, and then the narrative. So, I really love collaborating with people. So my dream project would be a multimedia story. So, there are bits that are told through books, which I would have a heavy hand in. There'd be bits that would be, say, told through, not films. I don't think I could do films, but series. Like, I like maybe a cartoon series or a sort of actual, like, live action series.
Yeah.
Like, probably wouldn't be so much use as a writer, but could edit well. And also kind of figuring out how to like bring game and other bits, like just a full multimedia assault where I'm collaborating with a lot of people to create this one world.
Thing. Yeah.
That would be the dream.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That would be my utopia. It really would.
And having you as a fucking DM in fucking D&D, I completely see that. God, that's almost exciting for me. Just the idea of you doing that. I don't know, for dream project for me, it would be kind of, I've really got into the idea of recording, but there's only so much you can do with podcasting, because literally all you need is 3 £10 mics and a fucking computer and you can do it.
Yeah.
But the idea of being able to set up a recording studio and understand exactly how everything works, because I've watched so many fucking videos. I've watched technical videos on ribbon mics. Last year, I didn't know what a fucking ribbon mic was, but I now know you can record in an 8-figure pattern of. I'm not going to do that, right? Yeah. But the idea of.
I mean, so what?
So one thing I would like to do is go visit. Was it 3-Man Studios or 3-Man Productions or whatever? Jack White's recording studio where he does everything analog. So I saw it recently in Adam Savage's Tested YouTube channel. He went and visited and recorded a track and pressed it, cut a fucking vinyl record, but they do it old school. So it's literally, he stands there with a microphone and has one take, and that as he's singing into the microphone and playing his guitar, it is being carved into acetate, and so they can press vinyl from it.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And it's just like, that is proper. And I'd just like to, I'd like to have like 6 months. If money was no object, I'd take 6 months and just go work in a recording studio and try and learn everything.
Oh, it's interesting you say that. Again, this is something you want to speak to Björn about. He has a mate who runs a studio called, I believe it's 1 Million Mangoes, and maybe in Germany. But this is a dude he went to university with.
Yeah.
And it's, if you had the money to support yourself while you're doing it, Björn might be able to get you in.
See, that would be amazing.
You could actually learn sound engineering.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like the dream project for you is like anything you could do some proper fucking sound engineering with.
Like, it's the one thing I do like to create is audio. Like, I video has always interested me, and I've done bits and pieces here and there, and I've done music production. I like creating. Yes. But audio's always been more interesting than anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, when it comes to creation, for me, I mean, I love the creative aspect of things, but I do best when somebody's given me some ideas and I can just go, all right, cool, wicked, let's see what we can do with this playground. Or they've given me something full and, yeah, I can just all piece it together.
In a similar way, I would love to have 6 months where money was no object and go fuck around with Dom for a bit. And just go to maker spaces and learn how to use all tools, because I love building things with my hands. Yes, I do enjoy it. My dad taught me basic DIY and how to use tools and learn a bit in school and all that kind of stuff. But where my dad will always start a project but never finish it, I've always been, no, I can't sleep until I fucking finished it. Yeah. Like, how many nights have I been sat there over a fucking Raspberry Pi when I should have gone to bed at 12 and I've been up at 6 o'clock in the morning still playing with it, because I need to get this problem finished now, because I will not come back to it. Yeah. I will consider it, I don't know where my train of thought was at this point of leaving it, so I won't remember where to pick up. I completely understand. From a perspective of writing, I understand that completely. Yeah, and the longer you leave it, the harder it is to like jump back into it. And fixing computers. If I don't fix a computer in a day, I'm not going to fix it, because I will not remember where I was, and I'll just have to build a new computer at that point. Yeah. So yeah, to be fair, projects, I like having things to do. I'll make little projects for myself, like the Raspberry Pi, for instance. Loads of little projects constantly is my thing. I suppose essentially what it comes down to me is, like, basically I would love to be involved in a broad spanning project that is very interesting, in which my primary role is problem solver, but also I have a hand in like the creative bits as well. Yeah.
Which that's the fucking dream for me. It really is.
Yeah.
Which I should just write more. But I mean, at the moment, the thing I'm writing at the moment is a letter to someone particular, just basically to express my appreciation of them.
You don't have to do that, mate. I know how much you love me. Right, cool. We've got enough time for one more topic, so should we get on with it?
Yeah, let's do one.
I'm going to take that one that's been winking at me. Okay. So, community special. So, of course, it's Captain Sickbed. You're right, Dom.
You're right, Dom.
If David Cameron's favourite Netflix and chill is Deliverance, Sorry, he's done a Captain Sickbed here. Okay, hang on. If David Cameron's favourite Netflix and chill is Deliverance, full stop, what would May's be with a small m rather than a capital M?
Oh, right. Okay.
It means Theresa May.
Yeah.
Right, but it's got a small m. I don't know how you want to say this.
Okay. So,
Look, let's just go Theresa May.
Right,
so
okay, I got it. So it'd be similar to Hilary Briss from League of Gentlemen, who, if Karen was the straight up raper,
oh god,
May is
raper,
the one that
I hardly know. God, that's terrible. Oh, we found the worst one ever. Oh god,
Tom, what did you do? What did you do?
That is, we found the worst.
The breaking point.
Raper, I'd hardly
Oh, no.
Ouch.
No.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, community, but ouch. Sorry. So, sorry. Theresa May, Deliverance.
Yeah. So
Netflix and chill.
Cameron is Deliverance. So if he's the one that rapes them, May is the one that carves them up and makes other people eat it.
So, hang on. Deliverance. That's dueling banjos, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that film. Okay, yeah. Cool.
So I don't know, the film that best
Fahrenheit
describes that.
9/11.
No, I'm thinking maybe what's it? Zombie? Is it Zombie Cannibal or
Cannibal Holocaust.
Yes.
Why is that?
Why? Because that's taking the people and like parceling them out to be eaten.
Right.
So Karen's done the raping. The butt plug has done the raping. Fucked them all to death. And then May comes along, carves it up, and fucks it off to the wind. And it ends up as shit.
Lovely. How about...
Or how about this? Given her current progress with Brexit negotiations, maybe The Little Prince.
I don't know that film.
Okay, so The Little Prince is it's fucking wide-setting book, and Netflix has there are several versions of it on Netflix, but the Netflix one is particularly good. But it's a children's story, but it's all about kind of coming to terms with death and separation and grief, and sort of just getting on with things. So, like, given, like, how she's doing with Brexit, and how her cabinet's doing with Brexit, it's just like, yep, you need to learn to just fucking accept that this is dead. And it's gone, and it's not gone well for anyone. I imagine she doesn't, like, she watches The Little Prince, other than maybe the last 20 minutes.
Fair enough.
I know, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are Theresa May has done nothing at all as a politician. I mean that in general statement. She's done literally nothing.
So maybe a yes Prime Minister. Or yes Minister.
Just like complete and utter farce in the the thick of it, or something like that. Maybe.
Oh, see, no, she doesn't have anyone near as...
Nothing would make me more happy if her Netflix and chill was ideal. Or like, what's the one about those dudes in the estate with the pirate radio station?
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Oh, fuck. That's really
What,
annoying.
in the estate or on the boat? Like, are you thinking of the boat that rocks or?
No, it's something like, it's not people are shit. It's like people know nothing or something like that.
Oh, people just do nothing.
People just do nothing.
Right, yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you very
yeah.
much. Yeah. Something like
There's
that.
BBC series.
Where she's just so fucking estate ghetto.
Oh, so I haven't watched it. Is that worth watching?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh,
Really?
it's so
Oh, okay.
good.
Wicked.
It is so good.
Wicked. Because at the moment, when it comes to like BBC series, I've been watching Quacks. Which is
I've heard that's pretty decent.
Which is, I really like it. It's a series based around 3 Victorian physicians. One of them's a surgeon, one of them's an alienist, which is like a mental health worker. Another one's a dentist, and he's focusing a lot on anesthetics. And just the bullshit that they were up to in the Victorian era. It's hilarious. But okay, cool. I'll check out People Just Do Nothing.
Or maybe like 1984 or something. Just the idea of insular Britain, the idea of Europe being one of the enemy states that's not an enemy state because it's all made up. And
well, yes, I mean, her having said
America's our ally,
no,
whereas next month it'll be America's our enemy.
Like,
and
more
Europe's
importantly,
our friend.
her statement that if you're a citizen of everywhere, you're a citizen of nowhere. Which, yeah, sums it up entirely. Yep, Britain's doing well. We're doing oh so well.
Yeah, fuck that shit. How about we finish this podcast? I can't think of anything else. Hang on, what? Sorry, my phone's gone in fucking power save mode. How long have we got? We are at 2 hours.
Good. Yeah, we're at 2 hours.
So, here's the test. Does anyone have anything to plug? I'm not that drunk. Okay, dude, do you want to do something?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll plug my book as usual. Which, do you know what? I found 2 separate people at the party last night plugging my book.
What?
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, so Heather was plugging my book to people, and so was Chris Takis. He was also there.
Cool, yeah.
Which is really cool. Also highlights the fact that how fucking useless I am at plugging my own shit.
That no one knows you've written a book in your close group of friends.
But yeah. Go check out my book. It's a novella. It's about 30,000 words or so, between 30 and 35. You can read it in like 4 hours. Or you know, a couple of sittings. You can find it on Amazon. It's a Kindle release, so just search on Amazon if you've got a Kindle reader. Just do a search for Walking Out. My name is Taron Wilmore. That's the name that'll be attached to it. Go check that out.
Art by Dean Spencer.
Yeah, art by Dean Spencer. Lest we forget the fucking amazing art. And and my Facebook, which I'm now beginning to have thoughts of something I can do just to update it. And we'll see if I end up getting around to it or not. But you can find that at facebook.com/Taron Wilmore Books. That's TAINWILMORE.
He's drunk. Books! Cool. And for once, I actually have something of my own to plug.
Hey!
Which is the Steam group.
Yes.
What an anticlimax. So yeah, just search Pot Topic Podcast on Steam and you'll find our group. Please come and play games with us. We've got a bunch of moderators and officers set up so you can easily be accepted into the group and make announcements. And I believe all members can create events. So if you want to play something on a specific date, put it in there and someone will come play with you.
Cool.
All right.
And also attached to this is also the Discord.
Yeah, the Discord is in the group. So
Cool.
if you look at the URLs that I've put in our Pot Topic podcast title banner thing, there's our website, our Facebook, and our Discord server. So
Nice.
You can easily join it.
Cool.
And of course, it'll be running 24/7. Jump in there if anyone's about. They'll come join you. At the moment, I think it's just me and maybe Danny. But hey ho.
Cool.
We'll be playing I imagine with me, Rikard, and Captain Sickbeard, quite a bit of VR. If you want to go do some Rec Room or something, we will definitely be playing a lot of PUBG. If you want to do some Battle Royale killing people. And I imagine there may be some people playing Dota with Jason, former host as well.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to go play with him.
I mean, I say nice.
Jason,
Dota after all.
oh my God, Jason has the best fucking name on Steam.
Oh, really?
Benedict Encumbered Snatch. I'm sorry, that is fantastic. I just shouted him out of the pot. I'm sure he won't care. So, I've forgotten to bring up the show notes. So, do you want to do Orangafruüp?
No, it's all right. I'll wait for the usual time. What I will say, another thing I want to plug, another thing I watched this week was a Netflix original series. It's a cartoon called Big Mouth, which was better than I expected.
What's it about?
It is about a bunch of preteens / early pubescents coming into, puberty, and it's kind of very kind of wacky, zany, stupid humor. For instance, there is the representation of puberty is by the hormone goblins. I can't remember, but basically there are these kind of hormone beasts that turn up and talk to people before they're about to wank or before they're about to flip out or whatever.
What, like Jiminy Cricket or sort of thing?
Yeah. Only like riddled with hormones, and it was a lot better than I expected.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Worth a watch.
Well, let's cue the music. So, share and tell a friend. It's the only way we're going to get more listeners. Community out there, we love you. Please share it around. The website is podtopicpodcast.com. Go there to submit a topic and find all our various links and shit. I do need to update that because I haven't even put in the fucking Orangafruüp as our theme tune yet. Our Twitter is at podtopicpodcast. Search Podtopic Podcast on Facebook and every all of your social medias, and you'll find us, including our Steam group. Come join us for a game. Send us your emails with poll pot audio topics to emails@podtopicpodcast.com, and we'll share them on air. Email us anything, we'll fucking read it. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher if you fancy it. I don't really care. Like the video on YouTube if that's how you prefer to listen to us. I've just put up the last 3 issues because I had a bit of a PC issue. I've rebuilt my computer now, it's all fine. So
Yes.
those videos are back up. And, Taryn, do you have something to share about our music? No, he doesn't. Right, so you obviously don't care about Orangafruüp.
Sorry, I've just taken a swig of whiskey.
You don't care.
Okay, cool. So, a massive shout out and a massive thank you to Orangafruüp with
Big
2
up!
U's and an umlaut for the
Umlaut!
use of
Big
their
up!
track Trippples with 3 P's.
3P, big up!
You can find Trippples with 3 P's on
Big up!
Orangafruüp with 2 U's and umlauts. Self-titled albums, Orangafruüp with 2 U's and umlaut. You can find it on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, whatnot. Just do a search for them and go enjoy their shit. And, if you fancy it, give them some fucking money because, they're good.
They're good and they're cheap, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Taryn, for joining me tonight.
Oh, it has been an utter pleasure.
Cool, we're going to finish the rest of that whiskey, haven't we? There's at least another couple.
I mean, at this point, we might as
Might as well. Might as well, bruv. It's only Sunday. We've got work in the morning. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And thank you, community, so much for making our 13th community special a special one.
It has been a good one. I've really enjoyed this one.
Thank you all for listening. And can I get a resounding cacophonous from 2 people? A bossy! What? Fuck you, fam! Thank you for listening!
Pod Topic Massive.
Fuck, we got to fucking turn it on, haven't we? There's only 2 of us.
Don't have to.
Oh, cool. Pressure's off.
We don't have to go high energy. We can just take it nice and relaxed. Keep remembering to shout back to the to the community, telling them how much we love and appreciate them, how we talk about them, and how insanely cool it is. And then no doubt at some point there will be a topic that will just do the work for us. It'll come out, we'll get fired up, and away we go.
Yeah. Okay.
The Chinese languages are very much inflection based.
Yeah.
So for the longest sentence that you can, so for instance in English, the longest sentence you can make from the same letters is buffalo, 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 buffalo. There is a way in, I can't remember if it's Cantonese or Mandarin, but it's a sentence you can make with the same letters.
Shall I look it up?
Yeah. We've got no way of pronouncing
Is it Cantonese?
But it's something.
Yeah, I can play a video though. So
it's something in the
region. Is it Cantonese or is it Mandarin?
I can't remember. But the longest sentence you can do with the same letters is 30 odd, and it talks about lions. But again, in the same way that buffalo, 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 buffalo.
She.
Yeah. But it's all about the pronunciation. Like in English, it's all about context. It's all about knowing how. Like there are different like meanings for buffalo.
It's the story of Mr. She eating lions.
Yeah.
There was a poet named Mr. She who lives in a stone den. He liked to eat lions and vowed to eat 10 lions. Therefore, Mr. She would usually visit the market to look for lions. About 10 o'clock exactly, 10 lions just arrived at the market. At that very moment, Mr. She shot a few arrows from his bow and killed 10 lions. Mr. She then brought 10 dead lions back to his stone den because the den might be too wet to store the lions. So he ordered his servant to clean the dry den. After the den was cleaned, Mr. She started to try to eat those 10 lions. However, only he was eating the lions. He found out that those 10 dead lions, actually 10 stone lions, were actually 10 stone lions. Would you try to explain what is happening?
Yeah.
And it's literally
how many...
the word she, SHI, with different inflection.
Yeah.
Pronounced 1, 2.
It's somewhere in the region of 30. But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 73 times.
Yeah. And in the same way that 7 buffaloes, unless you know exactly the context, makes no sense whatsoever. Like with she, and I can't imagine exactly how that would sound, but it'd be something like she try.
I'm going to find a video of it. Hang on. If I type into YouTube and search Mr. She, I'm sure it'll come up.
But, to native speakers, it sounds like as much garbage as 7 buffaloes does.
I found it.
Wicked.
Cool.
It. It.